So there actually are some videos, some instructional videos that go along with playground sessions. So here we are on the screen. I'm still at the intermediate level, and as you can see, the first two videos in this list of 11 have a little video icon next to them. So we'll go and click on the first one, and here we go. I've got a video. It's about to play.
Hey everybody, I'm Phil, and I'm glad to be here with you today to work on playing chords. I'm excited to teach this lesson because chords are a very important part of music. Chords add harmony to a melody, and they can trigger an emotional response in music. And playing chords on the piano is one of the easiest ways to beef up an arrangement and play with a really full sound. Our focus here will be on playing chords and transitioning from one chord to another using chord progressions. We'll be using scale degrees and chord symbols to help you identify these chords in the progressions. And I'll be talking about all this stuff in more detail very soon in the videos to come, so don't worry. But in this lesson today, we're going to focus on playing a very popular type of chord called a root position triad. A root position triad is a chord that is made up of a root note, a third, and a fifth, with the root note being the lowest note played in the chord. This is a really great place to start to get you familiar with playing chords and understanding their musical structures. So we'll cover root position triads. And we'll kick it off by learning to play the root position triads in the key of C major. Take a look at the notation on your screen, and you'll see these chords written down. Now, it's important to remember that every key has a scale that is made up of 7 notes, and each one of these notes can be the starting point for building a chord. So let's take a look at the 7 notes in the key of C major, and then we'll work on building a chord on top of each one of them. So in the key of C, we'll start off with our first note, which is C. Our second scale degree is D. Our third scale degree, the third note in the scale, the octave higher, we play C again. We don't call it 8, it's 1. No matter what octave we're playing a note in, it's still that same note. So here we started on a low C, and we ended on a C an octave higher, back at 1. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about chords again. Now we've got our scale degrees in the key of C major. Let's take our first scale degree, C, and build a chord on top of it. Now remember, the triads we're talking about today have a root, a third, and a fifth. So the starting note of our first chord is C, that's the root. We'll play that with our fifth finger, or our pinky. And we'll add its third on top of that. The third is E, so we'll play C root, we'll also have E. We'll play that with our middle finger. And our final note in the root position triad is a fifth. That's G, with our thumb. We play this all together, and we have what we call our one chord in the key of C. Now let's move on to the next note in the scale, the second scale degree, which is D. And let's do the same thing. We'll start with D as our root, its third is F, and its fifth is A. Play those three together, and we get our two chord in the key of C, the root position triad built from the second scale degree. Now let's pause real quick. I want to show you something. Notice how the spacing between my fingers is exactly the same when I went from the one chord to the two chord. I just moved that chord shape all up by one. And what's great about the key of C is that all the notes contained in the scale are all white notes, so they're all evenly spaced. Because each chord uses the same structure of root, third, and fifth, the spacing of my fingers is going to be the same, and we can slide our hand up to the different chords, keeping that shape the same. So let's use this information as a shortcut to play the remaining chords in the key of C major. We'll now move to our 3 chord, or the chord built from the third scale degree. So 1 is C, 2 is C, 3 is E, and the third is G, and the fifth is B. Play that chord all together, and we've got. If we move up one more, we're back to our one chord. Same as it was down here. Same 3 notes, same order, but we're just starting an octave higher than we were. And that's it. All of the root position triads in the key of C major. Great job. Now, in the next segment, you'll play through these triads yourself with our interactive sheet music. I recommend that you start in a slow tempo if it's too tough to play right off the bat. But once you're done with that, you'll see me again in another video where we'll discuss chord symbols and more. And remember, if at any time you need a refresher on the scale degrees or their triads in the key of C, feel free to come back to this video segment and watch it again. But when you're ready, go ahead and move on to the next segment to start playing.
Sorry about the fast forwarding. Here's the next section. We'll go on to part 2. I'll just click here.
All right, great work playing through those root position triads. Way to go. Now, what I want to focus on next are chord symbols. So you notice the scale degree numbers above each chord in the notation, right? We talked about that. The first scale degree, the second scale degree. Well, underneath the chords and underneath the finger numbers, which we also talked about, are what we call chord symbols. Those are what tell us the quality.
So I'm going to cut him off there, and I'm just going to do the exercise.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, set, go.
So same thing, you get the score, hit the next one. I can do another video lesson is over here next. Just hit advance to the next one.
Hello again. Playing the chords in order from 1 through 7 is a good exercise for the hands, but it isn't very musical on its own. So what we've done with these chord lessons is structure them in a way that is true to what you'll actually see in real musical contexts. And that is by practicing them in common chord progressions. A chord progression can be defined as a sequence or a certain order of chords that are played in a row, one after another. And in the next interactive segment, you're going to see our first chord progression, what we call the 1-4-5 progression. So I'm going to walk you through how to play that first in this video, and then I'll send you on your way to practice it on your own. You ready? Alright, so we've got all our chords back on screen, 1 through 7 in the key of C major. And what we're talking about today is the 1-4-5 progression. So you may have already guessed that what that means is we're going to play the 1 chord, and then jump up to the 4 chord, and then the 5 chord. Those are our 3 chords in this progression. The 1 chord, which is C major, the 4 chord, which is F major, so we're going to jump up, and then the 5 chord, which is G major. And then what we're going to do is simply repeat those 3 chords in that order. Let's break it down. Now the notation on screen only shows those 3 chords, 1-4-5. And we also see that that progression repeats a few times.
It's pretty good. So
1,
here we go.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, set, go.
That's about enough. I think I'll stop there.